Hello and welcome to the first of what I hope will be many episodes of this new series, reviewing, reacting, and analysing the new Netflix TV show, The Boss Baby, back in business. And how good is that to say? They're back in business. Obviously, for all of you who are new, welcome. My name is Henry. I have been sort of a journalist of sorts, following this developing Boss Baby story since late 2016, when, of course, the hype begun to build around this particular baby executive. I did follow his journey, obviously, as many of us did in that first film of 2017, the Boss Baby, the kind of self-titled album, and was overjoyed, like many commentators were, when we heard that there would be this year a TV series, 13 episodes. They've made 13 episodes, so I guess I'm sort of committing to this. We'll see how this week goes. Season 1, Episode 1, it's called Scooter Busky. I think it is. Scooter Busky. Jeez. Bit of history about me, obviously. Started following this. I'm a massive fan, as many of you might know. I have my Boss Baby case. That's my phone case. Just so he's always with me, sort of always nearby. It is clear from the outset, this is ambitious stuff. This is ambitious stuff. The movie, whether you're a critic, whether you were a fan, I think something we could all agree was we just skimmed the surface. This was the tip of the iceberg of this baby core universe. And, as this episode showed, we are going to find out a lot more about these characters. We're going to find a lot more about this world. And I'm really excited to dive into it with you. So let's have a look at Season 1, Episode 1, which is called Scooter Busky. The first kind of thing that happens, we open the episode, we're bored in. Obviously, this is a collab with Netflix, so we established that early. DreamWorks is still involved, the major studio. Immediate thing that I noticed, this is a bit of an Easter egg, the DreamWorks logo replaced by Boss Baby himself, sitting in a chair. So for all of you who are sitting around going, how long are they going to build the tension before they reintroduce Boss Baby in? It's not a big wait. He is there in the DreamWorks logo, sitting in a chair, telling the audience, hold my calls. And it's quite a nice, well, we're back. This is the reintroduction. We are sucked back into this world. They're not messing around. The show opens. Now, I have to say, I love this movie. I was very excited for this show. I had high hopes. But this theme song, man, this is more than I think any of us could have asked for. I'm not going to kind of put you through the excruciation of me singing it, but I'm just going to read these lyrics to you. So this is the kind of rap theme song that has been developed solely for the TV show. So we got Boss Baby, I'm the boss, boss baby, boss, boss baby, boss, boss. Watch an itty bitty kid get large. I'm the big boss baby in charge. Stroller rolling up and down the boulevard. I'm the big boss baby in charge. I run this house. I rule this crib. Change my diaper, son. Where's my bib? Don't pacify me. You just got to pay me. Who's in charge? Me, the boss baby. So, this is just mind-blowing stuff that for anyone who is sitting there going, a TV show, Boss Baby, the cinematic event, they have taken this cinematic feeling and they're pumping it onto the small screen. And this song shows this isn't a half-assed effort. So I was very impressed. I think last I looked I think it's number 4 on the US Billboard chart. I think it's only gone to number 7 on the Australian Billboard and Top 40. So, Apple Music, Spotify, I believe the song is available. Song of the summer, really. We move into the first scene. Timmy, of course, the older brother of Boss Baby, sort of the protagonist of the whole thing. He does have a tendency to pull Boss Baby back, which, I have expressed in numerous opinion pieces over the last year. My trepidation towards, I don't know if Timmy's motives are always good, but, for now he's an ally. We'll see where that goes. So Timmy, he's having a nightmare. He's fighting aliens. mainly based around these green worms. Quickly, these green worms dissolve into green bean vegetables, and suddenly we're back. We're at the dinner table, and there's Boss Baby sitting across the table from him. Timmy's got his parents. Boss Baby quickly just spins this great quote. He says, on vegetables, high fibre with a smooth, grassy flavour. What's not to like? Which is just great stuff from Boss Baby, really kind of selling vegetables to children, just, really part of his philanthropy there. Next, there's a bit of a discussion. So Boss Baby actually does like vegetables, obviously he's got quite a mature taste. Timmy is, not as much of a fan, and Timmy enters an agreement with Boss Baby. Can you eat my vegetables for me? Boss Baby agrees to this, but of course, Boss Baby is a businessman. He is a little man. He's the cutest little man, but he's still got business at the forefront of everything he does. He's not going to eat these vegetables for free. This isn't charity. And he says, it's quid pro quo, Timmy. I live in the free market. Like this, for a second, I know this is a bit of a meme, but this is pretty high level sort of business economic concepts to be thought. I don't know who this kids TV show is for sometimes. Quid pro quo, free market principles. Anyway, it's fairly obscure kind of show that this is. Anyway, so Boss Baby reveals he's going back to the office. He needs to get back to Baby Corp. He's obviously trying to spend a lot more time with the family at the moment, but he still does have duties at Baby Corp. So he invites Timmy. Timmy gets invited to come to Baby Corp. Now, this is a huge plot development. Many kind of predicted this coming in the weeks leading up to the show, but that's a massive thing for Timmy to get invited to Baby Corp. As Timmy's not a baby; he's older now, so that's a pretty massive thing. So we get revealed that's how they get to Baby Corp is with these pacifiers that they need to suck, so like dummies. So they put those in, they suck really hard. We're not giving too much more kind of information about how that happens, and they're at Baby Corp. They're in the office, and this is a huge operation. First thing I did notice is the race diversity of the babies at Baby Corp, which I think is excellent. Obviously, the film was criticised initially for not showcasing enough diversity at the company. I think it's really quite admirable that has been addressed really early on in the TV show. Boss Baby, in showing Timmy around, says, I make sure the world loves babies. So, a quick side note as well, I should say, Alec Baldwin is not voicing Boss Baby in the series. I think he's sort of was a bit busy for that, so that didn't happen. But jarring at first, this new voice actor, but I think he actually is doing quite a good job. But he's not trying to do an Alec Baldwin impression, which I enjoyed. It would have been quite easy to get someone there to just be like, well, Boss Baby, Timmy, cookies are for losers, and, all that. Maybe I could have done it. But this voice actor is making Boss Baby his own, which is good to see. Boss Baby says he makes sure that the world loves babies. So this is probably as close to a mission statement as you're ever going to get from a Baby Corp executive, which is really good. Now, we do have the introduction of a major new character at this point. Enter Mega Fat CEO Baby. This is a new character. To give you an idea for you who haven't watched it yet, he sort of looks like a baby version of that kid from Up, the Boy Scout. So this is quite an intimidating figure, really, bashing around Boss Baby almost immediately. He's just saying, you're not good at your job, Boss Baby. I need more from you, Boss Baby. This is a brutal CEO. And it's at this moment that you kind of go, oh, wow. The TV show, they're not showing us this rosy picture of Baby Corp. They are showing us the essence of this business. And I don't know if we're always going to like what we're going to find. This is cutthroat stuff. Mega Fat CEO Baby. And, the reveal of this character was hinted for a little while by the showrunners. But, this guy is really putting the pressure on Boss Baby. He is said that there is an entire neighbourhood back on Earth that can't stand babies. Now, as we just explored, Boss Baby's job, he works in the field. He has to make sure that baby love is higher than puppies, higher than kittens. And if they have an entire neighbourhood that not only doesn't love babies as much, actually hates babies. And the reason we're given for this kind of disparity is Scooter Busky, which Mega Fat CEO Baby says is the worst baby in the world. This is your Osama bin Laden's of babies. I mean, Osama bin Laden actually was a baby at some point, but Scooter Busky is this kind of tyrannical baby, loathed by the whole neighborhood. They really emphasize this, quite a few times. They're like, the whole neighborhood hates this baby, and everyone hates this baby, and there's like a montage of all these adults saying how much they hate this baby, which is like pretty dark. This kind of unanimous outrage about a child. But as I said, this is a darker turn. We basically learn that the board of directors needs to be impressed, and that Mega Fat CEO Baby is going to fire Boss Baby if he can't lead this secret mission to destroy Scooter Busky, this baby. They need to get baby love back in this neighborhood. So Boss Baby reaches out to the field team, and this is where we start getting reintroduced to the characters from the film. So we've got Jimbo, the big fat muscle baby. He's the muscle. He's the enforcer of this team. Stacy, she's the wild card. She's the brains. She's the kind of the one who really makes everything happen here. And then we've got the triplets, who are generally pretty useless. I think we've learned, to be honest, there's three of them. They're quite incompetent. They haven't got a lot of management experience. They haven't got a lot of sort of cohesion, I guess, amongst their department. So we'll see where the series takes them, but I'm not overly hopeful for the triplets at this point. But yeah, we will see what happens. So they're all kind of introduced. It's like an all-baby remake of Ocean's 11 here. So we get them down. Little thin on plot at this point. It kind of genuinely seems like their mission is to kill this baby that's causing problems, which is crazy. But anyway, so they're down there, they're watching this baby, and the baby's, shit. It's throwing bottles and crowns. It's really making a mess. There's a great bit here where Timmy tries to kind of come out in defense of the baby a little bit. Says, guys, I'm a little older. I'm like 8 years old. Maybe the baby's just understood. Stacy retorts and says, I didn't realize your brother was a liberal. Again, like, sort of niche political humor that makes me question, Netflix, who's this show for? I guess the kids who are watching this are appreciating this, like, liberal cuck Timmy narrative that they're making. I don't know. Anyway, they arrange a meeting with Scooter Busky. This is a hotly contested meeting. This is the most anticipated meeting of the series so far. Boss Baby, Stacy, and Jimbo. They are going to sit down and try and do diplomacy with Scooter Busky, this tyrannical baby. Now, I actually wrote in my notes, I was like, this is like Kim Jong-un meeting with Trump. I was like, I wrote this down. I was like, this is like North Korea, thinking that was just like a kind of aside. And then like a minute later, Boss Baby himself says, this is like negotiating with North Korea. Again, who is this show for? Like, and it's so topical. They're making comments about the North Korea conflict. It is like children's animated. It's why it's so good, mate. Anyway, so they arrange this meeting. They're sitting down. Stacy says that I say we issue a factory recall and take him back to Baby Corp. Now, this is another harsh scene. They realise, we're not going to get Scooter Busky to come back to Baby Corp, without offering something. So they offer Dr. Fluffbum, who is a teddy bear belonging to Jimbo. This is part of the deal to get Scooter in. So that's literally just a hostage exchange. But then they basically think they've agreed that they've got this guy up there, a Scooter Busky. But then we hear for the first time Boss Baby scream his catchphrase, poop duty. Poop duty. Scooter Busky's escaped. Bitten Boss Baby, which he comments, that single tooth, it's like Lucifer's javelin. Great line of dialogue there. So Scooter's attacking. The neighborhood is starting to hate babies more and more. And then they bring Scooter back to Baby Corp for retraining. The next shot we see of Scooter Busky, the baby is tied to a chair, like a high chair, the eyes peeled, and like watching videos explaining how to be a better baby. So that's just Clockwork Orange. But anyway, that's what they went with there. So, yeah, and I mean, we all knew that the torture techniques that they use at Baby Corp have stoked controversy in the past. Other people who have tried to become high-level management in Baby Corp have said they will, stop these techniques. But from what we can see in this part of the documentary, they are still going. This is how they are trying to kind of teach better behaviour by Scooter Busky. So we learn as well that Scooter, in order to ease suspicion amongst the parents of Scooter, Boss Baby has left Jimbo in Scooter's place. So Jimbo is in the cot instead of Scooter Busky. Now we get to a bit now where Timmy is in Baby Corp, and he doesn't feel good about this. He's like, dude, we're literally torturing this baby, trying to teach it to be a good baby. And Boss Baby's like, this is business. This is how we do it. Stacy is ruthless. She's like, this is how we got to do it. This is how we got to get baby love back. So Timmy gets kicked out of Baby Corp. They're like, no more brothers at the office. You're not a baby. You shouldn't even be here. So Timmy hatches a plan to now remove Scooter Busky. He wants to get Scooter Busky back to Scooter Busky's own family. Again, like Timmy, like awesome morals, I guess, and like trying to help, but he's just like betraying this complete naivety about business. Boss Baby has built a company. Maybe like listen to him, like maybe sort of trust his instincts, I guess, because Timmy he doesn't have this baby expertise. The little man does. Boss Baby's he's the cutest little boy. So Scooter escapes. Timmy's plan, it screws up. Scooter escapes, and he is destroying Baby Corp. Now, this is a conflict like we didn't even see this in the films. This scene, I heard, took 4 weeks to film. This is a massive battle. There is like paper going everywhere. Scooter Busky, it's really worth watching if you can. Scooter Busky's like jumping around, like biting people. There's milk everywhere. He's vomiting. It's a mess. It's a massive operation, and full credit to the team at Netflix for kind of financing this, because it is a visual feast. The triplets, as I said, are just fucking useless. They're trying to contain them, but these guys can't even. These triplet babies just can't get anything done. It's an absolute breakdown in communication, and I wouldn't be sad to see these characters sort of phased out, I guess. We see Stacy and Boss Baby go back to Earth. They go down to try and get baby love back, because now the parents of Scooter Busky are freaking out because they've lost their child. They know Jimbo isn't their child. They call him a fat, muscly baby. Again, this kid must get this a lot. But Jimbo, he's a soldier, and he really does want to do what's best for the company. So Boss Baby and Stacy are on Earth trying to calm the parents down so that we can get more love for babies, whereas Timmy and the idiot triplets are just, trying to get Scooter Busky controlled back at headquarters. So this is a crisis now. This is a crisis situation. This is Boss Baby's Benghazi. It's just out of control. Now, Timmy manages to return to Earth with Scooter, reunites Scooter with his parents. This horrible baby crawls in. It's quite a well-filmed, tense scene. Crawls back in and reunites with his parents, and suddenly there's love. Suddenly, Scooter Busky is happy to be reunited with his parents. There's great shots here. There's a slow easing down of the tension. Really good dialogue between Stacy and Boss Baby as they realise, if the world can see how much Scooter Busky's parents love him, even though he may be the worst baby in the world, as Mega Fat Baby CEO said, maybe the world can figure out that we do love babies if we can see every baby through the eyes of their parents. And that's an empathy that they learn by Timmy bringing Scooter Busky back. And this is really just completely turned the tables. Baby love is off the charts. People don't even want to hear about kittens or puppies. They are loving babies again. And this was a really good, I mean, just Hibby, the show is really pro-life. It's probably, anyway, of course, it's a baby show, of course it is. But yeah, that seems to be the subtle messaging in this. But anyway, so Baby Love's off the charge. It's gone really well. People are now just deciding to have babies, which seems like a pretty big decision to make off the back of this sort of 23-minute event, but it's happening. They retrieve Jimbo. They get him back to the studio. Timmy kind of covers really well, says this is wandering baby syndrome. So gets Jimbo back. And Scooter Busky is home, happy, and with his family again. And Mega Fat CEO Baby sort of has no retort because Boss Baby has reinstalled Baby Love to record levels now by this lost child being found in this neighbourhood. So they've really dealt with an incredibly difficult business situation in what turned out to be a great way. So the episode kind of ties up there. It's just, my kind of thoughts are, first up, this is darker stuff. It's ambitious and it pays off. They've aggressively expanded the universe here. We are learning a lot more about Baby Corp. The new characters are excellent. Mega Fat CEO Baby is a worthy adversary for Boss Baby. Really fierce enemies. I'm really excited to see where that storyline and that relationship goes, and how they kind of mine into that conflict. I'm loving seeing that we're learning a bit more backstory about characters that we did meet in the film but didn't get a lot more about. You know, Stacy, Jimbo. You know, we're learning more about their motivations. Stacy, I think, has some unresolved trauma in her past. She was really quite angry and brutal in the kind of retraining of Scooter Busky. No empathy for that baby there that maybe someone like Timmy or even Boss Baby eventually did show. So I'm interested to see if we get to know a bit more about what makes her tick. Jimbo is loyal, and I admired him for that in the film. I admire him even more after this daring attempt to replace Scooter Busky in his own home, so the retraining at Baby Corp could take place. That was really exciting. Just to wrap up, just to give you a quick overview of some of the critical reactions. IMDb, it's got a 7 out of 10. Kind of would like to see that get higher. I think David W. Collins, playing Dad. I don't actually know who's playing. I'm just trying to find out who the new actor who's not Alec Baldwin playing Boss Baby is. JP Karliak. JP Karliak is playing Boss Baby. He's a voiceover artist, a writer, a solo performer, and a snappy dresser. JP is the voice of such iconic characters as Wile E. Coyote in New Looney Tunes, the Tin Man in Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. This must be all remakes because this guy looks like 20. So yeah, he's got some good voice acting credits. I mean, you know, it wasn't going to be Alec Baldwin, but done a pretty good job. 7 out of 10, as I said. Some of the reviews. This is from TJ1992 on IMDb. The Boss Baby movie was good, funny, but was inconsistent with its plot, with information given that was contradictory to what was said earlier in the movie. But the television series, The Boss Baby Back in Business, was much better, funnier, and I can't think of any plot holes throughout the whole series. So that's a really good sign. So at this point, I really liked season 1, episode 1 of Boss Baby Back in Business. I thought Scooter Busky was it was a good twist in that the worst baby in the world really just wanted love from his parents and from Baby Corp. So that was exciting to see. I'm going to give this probably, 5 babies, to be honest. It's a 5 baby. I couldn't imagine a stronger start. Maybe it would have been 4, if not for that theme song, the Boss Baby song. Please go download it if you have not already. It's great stuff. And yeah, I will come back next week and we'll be talking about season 2. Feel free to Facebook message me any questions or anything you want me to cover about Boss Baby in the next episode. But yeah, we'll be back next week. So from all of us here at Baby Corp, cookies are for closers. We'll see you next time. Thanks.